The pandemic has highlighted the importance of sustainability and social responsibility. Businesses that prioritized sustainability and social responsibility are more likely to attract customers who are looking for businesses that align with their own values.
Looking to scale up your enterprise but don't know how? Then Malay Damania, business coach and mentor, is here to give tips, strategies, and lessons in business management that can help you grow a profitable and remotely run business. Listen on to Business Veda podcast for a transformational approach to building business. Here's your host, Malay Damania.
Friends, we all are aware about the consequences of COVID-19 pandemic on people's health. The COVID has also had a significant and far-reaching impact on the businesses and global economy. And India is obviously not an exception to this. Today, I would like to touch upon some of the challenges we faced and more importantly, the strategies that we can adopt to the so called new norm and grab the new opportunities opened up for us, not only to survive, but also to thrive in our business. We have experienced that the micro, small, and medium enterprises, the MSME segment, has been particularly affected due to their limited resources and dependence on local market. According to a survey conducted, around 70% of Indian MSMEs reported a decline in their businesses since the outbreak of the pandemic. This is alarming as well as disturbing. Downturn in businesses mean low economic activity, less sales, less profit, and it has its own consequential fallout like curtailing of cost, reduction in employee salaries, and in extreme situations, even layoffs. On the other hand, the pandemic has also presented us with many newer opportunities that never existed before or were not explored before to adapt, to change, to innovate, and to scale up. So let's first talk about some of the challenges faced and encountered, especially by the MSME segment. Friends, the COVID, as we all know, has affected us in multiple ways. Firstly, the backbone of every business, supply chain, was disrupted to a large extent. Due to this, there were delays in delivery of raw materials, and this consequentially slowed down the production activity and hence the shortage of final products in the market. The market saw substantial decrease in productivity and higher cost as a result of this. Then, since the people had less money at their disposal or they wanted to preserve their buffer money to encounter possible future uncertainties, there was decline in the demand for non-essential goods and services. Now, obviously, the businesses that were operating in this sector were severely hit. Thirdly, the pandemic caused a liquidity crunch for businesses. The inventories were not taking off, the customers stopped paying in time, and the suppliers started calling for their recovery. The working capital cycle was completely under stress. Of course, the government relaxed a few norms, but in my opinion, that was too little. When you compare that with the kind of colossal impact the pandemic was having on the businesses. In this process, many businesses struggled with liquidity crunch and management of their funds. Now, these were just a few amongst many challenges faced by businesses, which most of us experienced and have passed through. The impact of the pandemic has been particularly severe in rural areas where many businesses lack the necessary infrastructure and even the resources. So, friends, now let's talk about some of the possible solutions. What are the strategies businesses can adopt to get over this setback and get back on the path of recovery and growth? Despite the challenges, we can explore several strategies to pivot, to stay afloat, and to grow. The strategy which has emerged very strongly and clearly is to embrace and shift to digital platforms. With people staying indoors, there is a significant trend and even preferences to online platforms for shopping and many other activities.
A complete roadmap to transform your business. Amazon's bestseller, The Business Champ, authored by Malay Damania, is your key to accomplishing your business and financial goals. Grab your copy of The Business Champ from the link given in show notes to scale your business to all new heights of success.
Now, businesses can leverage this trend by setting up their own online stores or getting themselves listed on the other e commerce platforms to promote their products and services. They can also leverage their business offerings through various social media platforms. This can help them reach a wider audience and tap into newer markets. Using analytics and algorithms, they can drive their marketing efforts to focus on specific target customers. All of this put together will result in higher sales, lower operating cost, which will eventually increase the bottom line. Another strategies that MSMEs can adopt is to diversify their product offerings. Now, with the demand for non essential goods and services declining, businesses can explore newer product categories and services which are in a way related to their sector, but they are now in demand. The entrepreneurs must remain diligent and see the trend of rapidly changing customer behavior, preferences, and explore if they can offer innovative products and solutions to ensure their survival. For example, companies in the textile sector can shift to producing personal protective equipments, the PPE kits, and similar products. Businesses engaged in fine dine restaurants can offer home delivery of food and meal kits to retain their customers and even generate additional revenue. Businesses that were predominantly in organizing foreign travel packages can get into domestic travel holiday packages, which is hugely in demand. So they can pivot little bit, remaining in their sector, but diversify so that they can reach out to the same existing customers and offer them different and other solutions. Going forward, pandemic has actually shrunk the size of our world. The mindset has changed. We now no longer insist for in-person meetings, physical presence of our people in the office. Due to this paradigm shift in the mindset, we do not confine to hiring consultant and freelancers from our own local area. We are now open to hiring people from across the country and even globe. This opened up a huge talent pool, experts, specialists from all over the place at reasonable cost. For example, someone from Mumbai can now employ freelancers from Assam or even Indore. And these are the people who are experts in their respective fields. This has actually opened up huge opportunities to explore talents at reasonable cost for businesses. Another important strategies MSMEs could adopt is to collaborate with other businesses and organizations to overcome the challenges posed by the pandemic. Businesses can form partnerships with other businesses to pull their resources and expertise. Such collaborative efforts with larger companies can help them to expand their reach, check out new markets, and access to new technologies and bigger resource pool. This can be particularly beneficial for businesses that have been adversely affected by the pandemic and are struggling to maintain their operations. Finally, friends, the pandemic has highlighted the importance of sustainability and social responsibility. Businesses that prioritized sustainability and social responsibility are more likely to attract customers who are looking for businesses that align with their own values. This can result in increased customer connect, their loyalty, and improved brand reputation. Over long run, this ensures steady business and new customers. Lastly, the government and financial institutions have introduced several initiatives to support businesses during the pandemic. The MSMEs that are struggling to access funding or resources can take advantage of these initiatives to stay afloat and grow. So, friends, these were some of the strategies you can explore, experiment, adopt, and try and gain opportunities that is presented before you in an disguised manner.
Thanks for listening to this episode, and remember to come back for more valuable learnings every Friday. This is Business Veda podcast for you. Remember to follow and subscribe to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Ghana, JioSaavn, or wherever you get your podcasts.